It's the bald and the beautiful.
They know all about you.
Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
We start with Kenny Chesney, who has now tied George Strait for the Billboard Country Airplay chart most appearances with a song. The 100th appearance for Kenny Chesney. His new song he just put out, Carry On. So his next single to radio will be the record breaker. He now has tied George Strait for the most ever appearances on the Billboard Country Airplay chart. Congrats to Kenny Chesney. And maybe, this is just my speculation, after a couple of summers off here, maybe next summer we go back to the football stadium tour and Chesney's back at it. Let's see what happens. We hope so. The Oklahoma City Thunder tied the Spurs last night in their series 1-1. That is the other side of the bracket to see who might face the Knicks if the Knicks can knock off the Cavaliers, and they play Game 2 tonight. So apparently there's an unauthorized Billy Joel biopic in the works. Here's what's interesting. Billy and his camp have not and will not give them permission to tell Billy's life story or use Billy's music. Producers of this movie say they don't need his music. This movie will be about the early days of Billy when he was still playing cover songs and small little bars. Which leads me to my own thought, and that is this sounds like a disaster waiting to happen, to make a Billy Joel movie that has nothing to do with his public career, his marriages and his music, but focuses on days before he became famous. That can't be good for an investment. It reminds me of the Bruce Springsteen movie that just came out with Jeremy Allen White, where it focused on like one album in his life, like a certain period, like a year or two or whatever the time period was. That, I mean, what are we doing here? So anyway, Billy not giving permission, and we'll see what happens with this Billy Joel biopic. A raunchy Netflix comedy trailer is out. It's called Little Brother, John Cena and Eric Andre. You can see the trailer if you like. And Gretna, I'm not mispronouncing this, okay? Gretna Van Fleet, who inspired the band Greta Van Fleet, has passed away in Michigan. It's a real person, passed at the age of 95. TV tonight, the New York Knicks, Game 2 at the Garden, 8 o'clock, ESPN, versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's go. CBS tonight, the series finale. That's it, the show, last one, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And all the other late-night shows, out of solidarity, are airing reruns. The only new show tonight is the Stephen Colbert Late Show. And also premiering on Netflix today, something called The Burrows. It stars Gina Davis, Bill Pullman, Alfred Molina, and Alfre Woodard. It's being described as a geriatric Stranger Things, where they're in a retirement community and some crazy otherworldly stuff starts to happen. So that is on Netflix today. There you have it, your bald and the beautiful entertainment, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. We are looking at a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of rain. It's just one of those weird days. It's going to be about 20 degrees cooler today with a high of about 62 or so. And then as we get into this big holiday weekend, it's going to be up and down. Looks like we get sunshine tomorrow and about 63, but basically for the whole weekend, we're in the 60s, and we got a little sun, a little cloud, a little rain. It definitely has taken a turn for sure. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.